Been gone for like 2 months. I don't really have much to say. Nothing's really changed. There was a dog outside. That is my dog. Um, and as we've known, due to new news about the postal thing, which I'm very interested in at the moment, you cannot take away an autistic kid from their hyperfixation. Where did he go? Okay, not ready for this whatsoever. Where did he go? Okay, God. Okay, okay, okay. I keep saying okay. Someone send me help. Send help. Help. Help me. Send help. Anyways, like I was saying, basically on Wednesday, in short of the whatever is happening at the moment, um, where did he go? Whatever, I'll look for him later. Unless, unless, why am I digging? Anyways, on from what I remember, Wednesday of last week, I think it was yes, it was Wednesday. Wednesday last week, Running with Scissors released, or tried to release a new game called Postal Bullet Paradise, and it was going to be a roguelike game, which did not turn out well whatsoever. Oh, and the only reason it did not turn out whatsoever is because the people that they were trying to produce it with had used AI generated sprites and AI generated things for most, if not all, of their games. Now, if you didn't realize that, the games are, it's the producers of Bullet Paradise are called Goonswarm Games. Goonswarm, if you are listening to this bullshit right here, please change your fucking name. Change your name. I'm gonna bleep this out during the recording. Um, unless YouTube doesn't ban me for this, please change your name. What? It's so dumb. But on December 4th, which it is the 7th, I don't know when this is gonna come out right now, but from the time of recording, it is 8:01 p.m. and It's December 7th. But on December 4th, they released a tweet at like I don't know what time, but they said, after revealing Postal Bullet Paradise, a title Running with Scissors was planning on publishing but not developing, we've been overwhelmed with negative responses from our concerned postal community. Can I stop stuttering like a dumbass? The strong feedback from them is that elements of the game are very likely AI generated and thus have caused extreme damage to our brand and our company reputation. We've always been and always will be transparent with our community. Our trust in the development team is broken. Therefore, we've killed the project. We have a lot of good things coming. Some of you know, and some of you don't. Since since forming Running with Scissors in 1996, we've always said that our fans are part of the team. I sound stupid right now. Our priority is always to do right by the millions of who support the Postal franchise. We are grateful for the opportunity to make games we want to play, and we'll continue to focus on new projects and updates coming in 2026 and beyond. We cannot share more. We cannot wait to share more. Jeez, I struggled so bad on that. But anyways, in short, um, yeah. Other than that, I do not like Goonswarm. In my short opinion, I really don't have much to say on this. I'm not really concerned, yes, but I also kind of am concerned because, like, what could this do to the reputation of um, Running with Scissors? other than the fact that I just got a plushie from them for $33. Ignore my choking noise, Jesus Christ. Um, I don't know what this could do, other than I know a lot of people are pissed off at them. They are so pissed. I've never seen people be more mad. Um, they did also release an apology, which I will read in short. But yeah, that entire thing was an apology. And then they replied to it a couple hours later saying, we would of course like to apologize to anyone who felt insulted in the heat of the moment, and we thank you for raising concerns at the time. As those who specifically sent us death threats, the apology does not apply. I don't know why we're sending death threats to a 30-year-old man. I don't know how old Mike J is. Or Vince Desi. Vince or Mike, I don't know how old you guys are. I genuinely don't know how old you guys are, and I don't want to know how old you guys are. All I know is you're probably old. That was mean. I'm sorry. Um, I'm also kind of sick. Also, at the time of recording this, I think this game just made everyone sick. As in, like, cold sick, not like as in, oh my god, I'm gonna vomit sick. I need to stop. Um, anyways, but I'm not even really writing for a script. I just saying Goon Swarm seems like another Postal 3 situation where they're just like giving a bunch of money to a developer and saying, "Hey, basically this is just like their baby. They had it." And then it wasn't even a fully made child. They just took a God, this is gonna be so violent. They took a coat hanger and just stuck it up there and dug that thing out and just called it a day because they found out that the whole thing was AI. They wrapped that thing up like spaghetti and threw it in the trash. 44. How long have I been recording for? 7 minutes. Other than that, mainly it's just you know, I'm just kind of sad uh, that oh, hold on, that Bullet Paradise was like kind of canceled because I thought they could have like just hit it up to themselves. I'm sorry, I'm like dying over here. They could have like brought it up to themselves to you know fix it. Still, why am I saying so much? They could have brought it up to fix it and um well, brain process what you're gonna say. They could have brought it up to themselves to fix it and uh made the spikes themselves. Okay, I'm done dying. Jesus. I'm sorry, that sentence was so hard to get out. I'm trying to think of what else I could have said about this. I know that they have artists there, and they probably need more because, it's probably still a pretty small team. But it's genuinely, this is coming from like someone who's also new to the fandom, but also not really new. And I'm probably gonna stay in it for the rest of my life. I don't care what anyone says. I love Postal. But I genuinely think that they could have brought it up to themselves to do something about like the fact that um you know postal the postal franchise is mainly made of like different consistencies of art and like the thought processing of never using AI and always going against AI. They're anti-AI. I think I'm not positive. Because I'm not really in the Discord server anymore. I kind of left after a big awkward situation. I also have school after this, but I'm probably just gonna go back to bed after this. Like I'm saying, I I don't want anyone to like harass running listeners after me making this video. If anyone else sees this other than my friend, I know you're there. I know you're watching my videos. That came out so creepy. Um, and honestly, I was excited to see Bullet Paradise, but I didn't notice the AI at first, and then I was just like, this person's right. Because my friend's still in the running with scissors server, they showed me this, and they said, I hate this guy's stupid fucking leprechaun beard. And you know what? I hate it too. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. Go back to the goatee. I do not like that leprechaun beard. I hate the design. Why does he have a sans jacket? It's a jacket for a skeleton, first of all. Second of all, I just don't think it fits him. I don't think blue really goes with him unless we're like talking like the alien shirt. But also that's coming from like someone who's also gay for like all of them. Not really. Other than that, I think this is all that I really have to say on Bullet Paradise. I'm also really tired. I'm also kind of sick, and I'm also out of ideas. I need to go back to making all um I probably sound like a twink. Uh, Other than that, why do I keep switching topics? I'm talking about Bullet Paradise. Bullet Paradise is low-key kind of shitty. I didn't like I didn't really like the original processing of the game. I didn't like the thought process of the game. Like, I don't really think that making a game for why did I just trail off like that? I don't think making a game that's like, like a really, really shitty mobile game for PCs and consoles and not mobile is a good idea. Like, what do you mean you just run around shooting slowly 2D images that are chasing after you and then trading in different cards to get different guns when you can literally play brain damage and get almost every gun in the time span of like 30 minutes. I beat an entire level of brain damage in like under an hour. And it's a good game. I like brain damage. Brain damage is fun. Someone please get me a brain damage plushie. I will kiss you if you do. Um, but I just really don't think it's a good idea to make a game that's like for mobile phones or just for phones and then not put it on phone and instead put it on console and PCs and computers. Like, it's literally the whole concept of, oh my god, I'm gonna play this offline while I'm on a road trip or something. And it's related to my hyperfixation. I would have played that on my phone if it wasn't AI and they still were making it. And it would have been on mobile phones instead of PC and like console and stuff. But no, they did have to use AI and they did have to cancel it and they didn't have to put it on phones. But you know what? I've got the second best thing. Postal on my phone. But oh, hold on. I'm basically, I just think that it would have been a really good idea if, I think they could make another game in the time spans of, today, maybe this month, through maybe March of next year. All I'm saying is that I feel like they do need to release a new game other than that, but I just think that they could do it in studio instead of, branching out to other companies and hopefully risking their lives again. Like Joyful Little Children, even though they're not joyful little children. Other than that, I think I'm really done here. I'm just gonna kind of wrap this up and probably put a couple screenshots of me finding stuff. Um, yep, that's really all I have to say on Bullet Paradise. Um, yeah, Bullet Paradise is, I'd love it to be an actual game. It just didn't really turn out the way I wanted it to. So, yep, I guess I'm in. Go.